again, getting to the free throw line is her specialty. She'll want to slow down, including Juju Watkins. USC has 7 players over 6 feet. Tennessee Tech only has.
And the tip controlled by USC. Here's Vivian Iwuchukwu in the starting lineup for the second consecutive game. Over to Malia Samuels. Jazzy Davidson with it, top of the key. USC in their whites, Tennessee Tech in the purples. In the corner, that's Smith for 3, in and out. And the rebound is taken by Larry for Tennessee Tech. Ahead of the pack there is Grimes, goes into the expensive seats there, misses on the layup, and Davidson coming back the other way. Smith in the paint. Here's Dunn attacking baseline. Davidson, straightaway 3. Ball is loose, bodies are tangled. We're going to get a foul here against Smith. It'll be her first personal. First team foul against the women of Troy.
That's a great start by Tennessee Tech. We talked in the pregame. They're going to have to force USC to shoot from outside as the Trojans have struggled from deep this year, and that's what they've done so far, 0 of 2 from 3 for the Trojans.
Here is Chloe Larry, 5'8", sophomore guard out of Bossier City, Louisiana. Cam Matthews. Cawthorn wants it down low. They give it to her. Ball stripped there by Smith. Cawthorn chases it down. 5 on the shot clock. It'll be out of bounds. And the Golden Eagles will retain the possession.
Now take a look at USC's perimeter defense tonight. That's one thing they've done so well. How does that translate to the paint, though? We'll see.
Cawthorn takes the inbound feed. Here's Matthews on a 3. Comes off back rim, and the rebound taken by Dunn. Leading rebounder on this USC team, averaging 6 rebounds per game. Here's Dunn, transition 3. In and out, rebound Davidson. Davidson, the follow is good. And we have our first points of the contest. Cawthorn, the freshman, straight away, no. And Davidson going upstairs for another rebound. The freshman out of Oregon, pushing it in transition. The jumper is good. So Jazzy Davidson feeling it early here. Back-to-back buckets.
She's not only scoring, she's taking initiative. Getting the rebound, not being afraid to lead the charge, and the putback as well in the previous possession. She's knowing where the ball is at every moment.
Lefty 3 from the corner, won't go there from Larry. Here's the hit ahead to Davidson. Davidson retreats back, now finds a cutting Dunn. The layup won't go down. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Tennessee Tech basketball.
Jazzy robbed of an assist right there. Incredible pass with the right hand down low to Dunn, who needs to finish there. But once again, USC, knowing that they've struggled from 3, need to get down low.
Full court press being applied by the Trojans. This is a Tennessee Tech squad coming off a 61-52 win against East Tennessee State. Overcame a 9-point deficit in that game and ended the contest on a 15-7 run. Entering tonight 4-1. Here's Grimes, leading scorer for the Golden Eagles. Has that shot blocked. And Iwuchukwu the board. Here's Samuels. Davidson wants it, cutting across the lane. They can't get it to her. They find Davidson now in front of the Golden Eagle bench, and Davidson knocks down the triple. Replacing Iwuchukwu. Under 7 minutes left here in this opening quarter. We see a trap up high. Out of it is Grimes. Attacking baseline there. Shot blocked from behind. That's Thomas with it. Retains the possession. Ball on the ground, and we're going to get a jump ball here. Possession arrow favors Tennessee Tech.
I love the aggression from Roel Shatite there because she got beat off the dribble by Amaya Thomas, as you'll see there. But she gets inside, and I think, yeah, Roel Shatite got a piece of the block there and goes on the court to get the basketball.
Amaya Thomas, the 5'8 junior out of Nashville, Tennessee. The transfer from Trevecca Nazarene University, a D2 in Nashville. Making her first start tonight. Look out, bodies all over the place. Grimes with it, 5 on the shot clock. Nearly thrown away. Matthews retreats, 2 to shoot. 1, Matthews lets it go. And that is short. Rebound taken by Smith. London Jones in there for USC. Jones turns on the Jets. Jones getting to the cup. And a welcome sight there, seeing London Jones get on the board. She was held scoreless in South Bend on Friday.
Expect her to get a lot of time tonight off the bench, trying to find that three-point shot for USC.
9-0 run to start this one here for USC. Here's the sophomore Larry. Matthews with it. Cawthorn, the freshman, working against Rawls Chatete, and they're going to get Gerda Rawls Chatete there for the foul. The reigning Ohio Valley Conference Player and Freshman of the Week. Can't get the bounce there on the foul shot. All-state performer in the state of Kentucky. As a senior in high school last year. That one bounces off the back rim. So Tennessee Tech still scoreless here in this one. Davidson, who's got 7 of the 9 for USC, initiating the offense here. Smith off the UCLA cut. Here's Rawls Chatete in the lane, flips it over her head, and the bank shot is in. Gerda Rawls Chatete with the bucket. 11-0 USC.
That's where the size advantage comes into play. USC has a lot of flexibility, as I'm sure we'll see Diana Mendez and other players come in soon as well.
They're going to get Jones there for the tripping foul. Cawthorn will have a seat. Maddie Newman, the sophomore, will check in for the first time tonight. Dunn will have a seat for USC. So take that look at that last foul there against Jones.
Yeah, you just didn't get out of the way in time. You don't want to be fouling Tennessee Tech. They shoot 23 free throws per game.
Matthews. And Tennessee Tech on the board. They missed their first 7 shots prior to that one. And Smith missing there on the 3. Here's Matthews. Red in the paint. And rebound into the hands of Davidson. Davidson lets the traffic escape. Jones. Rawls Chatete, top of the key. Here's Smith with it now. Smith pulls up free throw line. That one rims out. And Grimes the rebound. Reagan Grimes. And Red, that one swatted out of the sky by Davidson. Jazzy Davidson having a superb first quarter here, and it continues. Davidson getting to the cup there, unable to get it. Rawls Chatete missing the follow. And here's Larry the other way. Grimes back out to Larry. Lefty 3 on the way, no. And offensive rebound and putback is good there from Red.
That's one thing that'll frustrate a coach, not being able to finish on one end and then allowing points on the other.
Iwachukwu going to be checking in next time we have a stoppage for USC. Mendez poked away into the hands of Matthews. Matthews running. Rawls Chatete behind her, and Matthews gets the layup. Timeout taken here by USC. So after 11 straight from USC, the Golden Eagles come back with 6 straight of their own. NCAA tournament team from the season ago. They return 4 starters, and an offensive foul here coming out of the timeout. Iwachukwu called for the illegal screen.
Yeah,
you can see some frustration here, Casey.
Exactly, and it feels like Tennessee Tech is kind of attacking some of the bigs right now. We saw the Rawls Chatete foul. Looks like Dunn set to come back in.
Lyric Maston checking in for the first time tonight for the Golden Eagles. Trojans stay in that full court press. Samuels on the floor with Jones along with Dunn, Iwachukwu, and Davidson. Same 5 that started the game here for USC. Here's Maston off the bench, the 5'6" freshman out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Grimes working against Samuel, pulls up, that one off target, and Davidson able to corral another rebound. Jazzy Davidson now with 6 rebounds here in this opening quarter. Samuels looking to take, and unsuccessful there on the layup. It'll remain SC basketball. 20 left on the shot clock, 2:49 remaining here in this first quarter.
And a big thing we've seen from Jazzy so far in this game is her ability to run an offense. So admirable for a young player. Hasn't even played 10 games yet with USC, and she's able to take command.
She's been able to do so many things for this Trojan team and only going to get better. Here's Jones in the key. Baseline J won't go there from Samuels. Done the offensive rebound, and that one falls.
That's what makes Dunn so special. She's able to shoot from outside, but her playmaking inside to get to the hoop has the size and ability to do so.
So that stops the bleeding momentarily, snapping an 0 for 6 drought for SC. Maston being hounded by Samuel. Newman against Iwuchukwu, 6 on the shot clock. Newman loses her footing and the ball. Picked up there by Dunn. Iwuchukwu running the floor. They get it to her. Nice feed from Davidson. Count it. Iwuchukwu will be at the line for the old school three-point play.
And it all starts with Vivian Iwuchukwu's defense on the other end. She kept her arms up, forced the turnover, was at the right place at the right time, and what an assist from Jazzy Davidson, keeping her head up and finding her fellow teammate in the paint.
Iwuchukwu taking it back to her track and field days there, sprinting the floor. Former regional champ in the 200 meters back in Texas. She was a 3-sport star, also starred in volleyball as well. Iwuchukwu gets the old school three-point play. Trojans in front by 10. They've led by as much as 11 here in this opening quarter. Cawthorn. Here's Maston with it, top of the key. Approaching 1.5 left in this opening quarter. Maston, the crossover against Smith in the lane. Able to leave it there, but nowhere to go. And a turnover here by the Golden Eagles. Jones. And look out there. Big time collision underneath. Iwuchukwu cutting across the lane. Working against Pfeiffer. Spin move. Jump hook won't go. Rebound Larry. Larry. The inside out dribble. Attacking and the scoop there. Good from Chloe Larry. Smith, the step back, and that's good. She's been looking for that one, Casey, and able to get it to fall.
Yeah, she's been looking for that three all night. Finally able to get it to go, like you said. And she struggled from three this season. Good to see her get one here early.
Bodies on the deck, and we're going to get another jump ball here. Possession arrow favors USC. So Trojans have it with 37 3/10 left. Maston will have a seat as Matthews returns for Tennessee Tech. It'll be USC basketball to go the length of the floor. Jones, catch and shoot three. That's good. London Jones, the triple. She's got 5 here off the bench.
If all else fails, pass to London Jones on the perimeter. She's been their three-point light all year, despite some of woes so far for USC shooting from deep.
Shot clock dark. Larry, 4 to shoot. Larry tried to split the D. And let's see, we're going to get a travel here or a foul. Looks like going to be a foul called here against USC. Foul charged against Samuels. And that's the 15th foul against USC. So that'll put Larry at the foul line with 1 4/10 left.
Kind of an unfortunate foul. I thought it was a travel off first look, but going into the bonus.
Chloe Larry, 88% foul shooter. Has that one go in and out. One of the OVC preseason players to watch. She's reached double figures in 4 of her 5 games so far this season, has Larry.
Here with 7 points to lead the team. Okay.
Thank you, Nia. Starting the quarter, it's Tennessee Tech basketball. And coming up short on that 3 there was Matthews. Smith, the nice move there, and gets the whistle. Smith going to end up at the foul line.
That was a really crisp crossover by Kennedy Smith to get into the lane. And again, for USC, we talked about Tennessee Tech wanting to slow the game down, but it doesn't hurt for USC trying to reestablish themselves.
Smith knocks down the first of 2, 85% foul shooter on the season. She led the team in assists. She had 5, which actually a game high 5 assists at Notre Dame on Friday. Gets both of the foul shots here. Grimes, nice ball fake, couldn't get the bucket there. And out of bounds, last touch by the Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagles just really struggling right now. 4 of 19 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3. They have to take what the USC defense is going to give them, whether that be drawing fouls or getting down the lane. They've struggled to finish.
Good foul here against Tennessee Tech. Give that one to Chloe Larry. (24-8) our score. Make that 26-8. Now as Jazzy continues her hot start.
Already up to 9 points. So efficient from the field, taking a variety of different shots as well. Player that, of course, USC trying to still develop while having her be a leader as well.
Grimes. Nice defense there by Dunn, but an offensive rebound here. Matthews with it. Grimes had it poked away, but regains the possession. We're going to get a kick ball here against Dunn. 8:36 left here in this first half. Tennessee Tech basketball. Casey Kasliner, Nia Satterfield-Brown rocking the sidelines. I'm Rashawn Haylock, our fantastic Big Ten Plus crew here with you from Galen Center on a Tuesday night. Red in the corner, Cawthorn, that won't stay down, and Davidson with another rebound. We're on double-double watch now for Jazzy Davidson, Casey. And we still got a little under 8.5 left in this first half.
Yeah, Rashawn, I mean, 7 rebounds, 9 points the first half. I mean, we know there's a lot of hype around Jazzy Davidson, but to do all this out the gate, back at home, giving the fans a treat tonight.
That is filling up the stat sheet, folks. He's also got a block. Here's Davidson on the catch. Right back to the inbounder, Smith. Cross-court Jones has space, puts it on the deck. The midi won't go, and the rebound snatched there by Red. Here's Maston. Tried to keep her dribble alive as she hit her wallet, and we're going to get a timeout. Tech timeout. Golden Eagles set up the offensive possession. Here's Grimes catching at the elbow, working against Mendez, and look out, we're going to have a foul underneath, away from the basketball. That's going to go against Red. She got let that elbow fly a little bit there, Casey.
Yeah, Kennedy Smith almost got poked in the eye. Almost lucky not to. But USC in a man defense right now, it's working very well, and I think we know why. The height advantage for this USC team is very prominent tonight. They're playing man-to-man.
That was one of your keys, Casey, being able to utilize their size, them being the Trojans, and so far, so good. Here's Matthews. Nice pocket pass. Oh, Milton the block, but a foul. So that'll send the freshman Cawthorn to the line. Missed her first 2 from there earlier tonight. How about the start from USC tonight? We've talked about it so often during the non-conference games here in this building, getting off to some slow starts. That not the case here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there were some jitters early on at Galen Center. The first 2 games here early in the season, but Jazzy Davidson being able to be so tapped into what's going on, playing like a player beyond her years.
And Cawthorn misses 2 more from the foul line. So the foul shooting woes continue here for Tennessee Tech. They're now 0 of 6 from the foul line. That's tough. You're on the road playing a ranked opponent. Points could be at a premium. Here's Jones attacking. The scoop with the left, and she gets the bounce. London Jones flying through there.
She's such a versatile player, but one thing she brings is speed, as we've seen today. I think she's due for a big game.
Jones with 7 now off the bench. Cawthorn. Looking back door, Matthews lost it right into the hands of Smith. They hit ahead to Jones with numbers. Jones looking underneath for Mendez and tipped out of bounds by the Golden Eagles. Actually, they say it'll be Golden Eagle basketball. So a turnover that you got to execute, I'm sure Lindsey Gottlieb would say, in those situations.
Especially with how quick USC's playing. They have numbers up the floor. They're playing a quick transition game. Got to execute.
Grimes and Mendez may have got a piece of that one.
I mean, Tennessee Tech is not getting anything underneath right now. They can't finish, and that's because of the USC size.
Rolashatete looking for Davidson. Here's the freshman weaving through traffic. So poised, so patient. Jazzy Davidson. Her hot shooting night continues. She's in double figures now with 11 on 5 of 7 shooting. Grimes the 3. High archer won't go. But an offensive rebound here. Tennessee Tech lost it momentarily, but they'll retain the possession. Checking into the game is Amaya Thomas. She'll replace Grimes. 6:04 left here before intermission. If you're Tennessee Tech, how do you get things going here, Casey?
Again, you have to just take what the defense is going to give you, and USC's not giving them a whole lot playing man-to-man. You got to get down low and make your free throws.
Red, unable to get it there from 2 feet away. Davidson hauls in another rebound. Davidson, in and out. Matthews. That 3-pointer well off the mark. And Rolashatete able to chase down the rebound in the corner. Here's Jones. Looking to push. Jones getting in deep but couldn't finish there. And another jump ball. This time possession arrow favors SC. Laura Williams in. Jazzy Davidson will get a much-deserved rest.
And the most impressive thing so far is USC's getting a lot of good looks, but it's not like their spacing has been perfect. Jazzy's been able to create space on her own, even with Rolashatete, for example, being up top right next to her.
Jones, catch and shoot 3. That's good. London Jones in double figures now with 10. She's 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Thomas, top of the key now, Larry. Red, attacking against Dunn, tough shot. Can't get it to go, rebound tipped around, falls right into the lap of Thomas. In deep, rejected there by Laura Williams. Jones, around the Rolashatete screen. Top of the key, Mendez. She'll try a 3, that one rattles in. 36-8.
How about USC from 3 so far tonight? Shooting 50%, only shooting 30% coming into tonight on the season.
We're more than halfway through this second quarter, Casey. And Tennessee Tech still looking for his first points. Newman, shot fake. And that one swatted by Williams again. So Laura Williams checks in and immediately 2 block shots, Casey.
It's incredible. USC up to 7 blocks on the the game and being able to just, again, reject everything inside. It goes back to the size, but it also goes with the patience. Being able to allow Tennessee Tech to get a look, but swat it away.
Larry will try a three, and that's good. So that ends the drought. Tennessee Tech's first points of the quarter comes with just under 4 minutes left in this second quarter as Dunn can't answer with the triple. Matthews. Larry. And baseline J there is good from Red.
It's a good job by Tennessee Tech taking those outside looks. That's what they're getting.
Here's Kara Dunn trying to muscle one up. That won't go. Kind of a loose ball foul here. It'll be against Tennessee Tech. Foul charge to Amaya Red. That'll be her second personal. It'll be the 15th foul against Tennessee Tech. So free throws here for Gerda Roll-Shatete. First foul shot, no good. First miss from the charity stripe tonight for SC. They had made their previous three. So a split there at the line for Roll-Shatete. And Iwuchukwu returns to the game.
Iwuchukwu has been a pretty big spark plug for USC this season. Got the start tonight. But you can see with their lineup, they're always keeping at least 3 players with size on the court at once because they know that's been the factor tonight.
We haven't seen a whole lot of that from SC this year, playing with multiple bigs. But we've seen it quite a few times tonight. It's Iwuchukwu and Williams out there now. But an offensive rebound here from Cawthorn, rejected right back in her face there by Smith. Double team comes, they pass out of it. Newman has it underneath against Cawthorn. Williams another block and another, but they call a whistle and a foul there. That one going to go against Smith, however. The shot blocking prowess on full display here from Laura Williams.
Yeah, to Cawthorn's credit, she stuck with the play because she'd been rejected multiple times, going up against a lot of big players, but stuck with it. See if Tennessee Tech can get their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, they're 0 for at the line tonight, Casey, and they get it there. Cawthorn missed her first 4, gets that one to go.
Which is kind of surprising because they're 76% from the season.
Yeah, but they were 0 for 6 to start this one. But you talk about coming and being in an environment like this. You're playing against the number 18 team in the country. Maybe some nerves on their part as well. Cawthorn gets them both. 75% foul shooter on the season, so uncharacteristic of her to miss those early 4 attempts she got. Jazzy Davidson back in there for USC. And a deflection there defensively for Tennessee Tech. This is their only game here out west for the Golden Eagles, but they're going to take some time, enjoy the California sunshine for a little bit. Spend some time as a team here on Thanksgiving as Davidson knocks down another triple. Jazzy Davidson, her second three-pointer tonight. She's up to 14 points. We have a foul underneath against USC. Foul charge to Dunn. Her first personal and the third team foul against USC.
And SC as a team, I mean, we talked about their three-point improvement tonight, 6 of 12 from beyond the arc. Another look at the catch and shoot ability of Jazzy. I mean, she is just so versatile. Can be a catch and shoot player, can dribble inside. You never know if you're a defense what she's going to do.
And three-point defense has been good for Tennessee Tech so far this season. But SC having one of its better shooting nights of the year. 14 foul here picked up against SC. And that foul going to be charged against Dunn. It'll be her second personal.
That's the one thing they've struggled with is fouling. Allowed Tennessee Tech to get into the bonus in the first quarter and allowing free throws 9 and 10.
So Grimes at the foul line, able to get that one, and gets them both.
It also helps when you're USC in allowing Tennessee Tech to shoot 1 of 10 from behind the arc. I mean, the Trojan defense today, can't overstate how good it's been. And translating it to offense has been the key part of their lead right now.
Davidson whips it over to Williams, pulls up for the J. That won't go. Ball into the hands of Davidson. She gets it right back top of the key. Let's see her run some offense here. Williams hands it off to Dunn. Nearly ran into Iwuchukwu there. SC trying to find its spacing. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith dancing with it. Smith lets it fly. Short rebound right to Iwuchukwu. And she gets the second chance point.
Tech also in a man defense right now. I'm not sure how long that's going to be able to work with the size difference. So definitely some halftime adjustments will need to be made for the Golden Eagles. Just
under 90 seconds left here. Cawthorn, and she walked with it. Drag that pivot foot. So it took Tennessee Tech a while to get on the board here in this second quarter. But after an 8-point first quarter, they've scored 9 here in the last 3 minutes. But it's been a night that has been commanded and dominated here by USC. Jazzy Davidson has been in control here tonight. Dunn cutting across the lane, has that one poked away. Nice job by Matthews getting in the passing lane. Here's Maston pulling up free throw line and misses that one.
Maston wanted a deflection. Looks like they're going to change the call.
Looks like they changed the call. Initially they said SC basketball. Maston will exit the game. Chloe Larry returns. Talk about this USC squad, a lot of unknown. There's certainly some uncertainty for this Tennessee Tech squad as well this year, coming off regular season and conference tournament championship a year ago in the OVC. Returning just 2 starters. But their win against Middle Tennessee this year was a big one for them and kind of turned some heads, realizing that, okay, maybe we got something here this year. Obviously having a tough time tonight against the number 18 team in the country, but once they get back to Ohio Valley Conference play, it's going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, made the NCAA tournament last year, played the other SC in the first round, South Carolina. Not an easy team to play, and then they come to Southern Cal and play the other top teams in the country this year.
Smith. Rebound Cawthorn. 30 seconds left here before halftime. Larry, Davidson not giving her an inch. 5 seconds separate the shot clock from the game clock. Tennessee Tech being methodical here. Is Larry going to get fouled on the shot attempt, and Chloe Larry will head to the line to shoot 2. She's a player who, although she's just a sophomore, they look to her to be able to make a play. Typically the offense runs through her. And Larry at the line to shoot 2. Where she's the one who snapped that scoring drought for them earlier this quarter by knocking down a corner 3. At the line now looking for a 7th point and gets it. So Larry will exit for the final 10 seconds. Maston back in there for Tennessee Tech. Let's see what SC can do here as time ticks off here in this second quarter. 2 seconds left. Smith, 1 dribble pull up. Good to beat the buzzer. Kennedy. And it'll be Tennessee Tech basketball to start this second half. Here's Matthews with it. Guarded by Davidson. Red getting the start here in the second half for Tennessee Tech. And Davidson, there it is. She's got that rebound. That's her 10th, and that's the first career double-double for Jazzy Davidson. Pulls up, midi is good. Doing it on both ends, Casey.
Yeah, it's almost like she heard you say that. Was inspired to get 2 more points.
And Chloe Larry adding 2 more points of her own. And Larry now up to 9 to lead Tennessee Tech.
And Jazzy's doing it on 70% shooting. That's the most impressive part.
Almost let that 3 fly. Instead finds Iwuchukwu on the seal.
Dare I say triple-double watch now with 4 assists?
Hey, you never know. We could get there. Still plenty of time left in this one. The USC team went on a 19-0 run in that first half to go up 35-8 at one point in the second quarter. Here's Matthews, the offensive rebound. Lost it on her way up, regains it. And the mid-range won't go there from Cawthorn, and Davidson with another rebound. Just a fantastic all-around performance tonight here from Jazzy Davidson. Here's Smith putting it on the deck, leaving it. Iwuchukwu there at the doorstep. And they're continuing to feed Vivian Iwuchukwu down low. And she's taking advantage. She's now got 9. Cawthorn tries to muscle that up over Iwuchukwu. That won't go. And another rebound here gobbled up by Davidson. The hit ahead done. Pops for 3. That won't go. And Cawthorn there for the board. Larry turns on the Jets. Larry getting all the way to the cup, but misfiring on the layup there. Davidson back the other way. Davidson spins in traffic. Tried to leave it there for Dunn, deflected away. Looking for Dunn again, and Larry got her hands in there.
It's one part of Jazzy's game she's still trying to work on. It's decision-making on the passing. Tried to force the look to Dunn and didn't get it.
How about the post defense from the 5'8" Larry there that last possession? Here's Grimes. She's been quiet tonight, leading scorer for Tennessee Tech. She's got just 2 points, 0 of 7 from the field.
She's one of 2 starters that's 0 of 7 from the field. Cawthorn has not made from the field at all, only 2 free throws. That's huge against a USC team when 2 of your starters aren't producing.
Yeah. Not just starters, but top performers for this team so far this season. As you've got to take a look at Kim Roseman there, her 10th year at the helm. We have a foul here against USC. Foul charge to Samuels. 49-21. USC in front. This ties its largest lead of the game. Matthews tried to thread it underneath to Pfeiffer. There's a fight for it. Ball's loose. Davidson ends up with it. Here's Smith looking to push. Tried to leave it for Iwuchukwu, and Iwuchukwu not ready for it.
She opted to make the more safe pass to Iwuchukwu when Dunn was open down low.
Grimes still looking for her first field goal tonight. Not going to get it there. Iwuchukwu over to Dunn. Picked up by Pfeiffer on a switch. Spins into trouble and stolen by Grimes. Here's the hit ahead. Over the shoulder catch. Red lays it up and in. Nice execution there by the Golden Eagles.
That was our best sequence tonight. Kara Dunn was left alone from a spacing standpoint on the near side. And USC had no spacing, and that allowed Tennessee Tech to take advantage and go all the way.
USC trying to get organized here offensively. Davidson wants it. Smith now top of the key. 7 on the shot clock. Kennedy Smith, the spin. Elbow extended. That fall away just short. Iwuchukwu saves it right into the hands of the Golden Eagles. Numbers here for Tennessee Tech. Matthews nowhere to go, so she swings it out, masked in a three. Back heel and a rebound, Smith. They're going to get Grimes for the foul, and it'll be USC basketball. Missed opportunity there for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, especially because Iwuchukwu was on the ground on the other side. Probably shouldn't have saved it there, but opted to, and another misfire from the Golden Eagles, now 1 of 12 from 3.
So Mendez and Jones into the game as Samuels and Smith have a seat. Rolla Shatete in there as well in place of Iwuchukwu.
Still seeing multiple bigs on the court for USC, still running with that operation because they can.
Davidson wants it, has the seal, nice catch in traffic, and finishes at the 10. Jazzy Davidson now with 18. Larry, down low to Pfeiffer. Guarded by Rolla Shatete. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in this third. Matthews leaves it for Red, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul underneath. Foul charge to Jones.
Without your leader in Juju Watkins of USC. And you open up against Washington, but still have some non-conference games in UConn and Cal Poly.
Here's Davidson on the run, and Jazzy Davidson now with a dub to go along with 14 rebounds. So already a career high in the rebounding category and knocking on the door of a career high scoring night as well for the freshman out of Clackamas, Oregon.
She's not slowing down as the game goes on. She has that youthful energy that USC needs, able to take it the distance.
So Davidson's career high is 21. She had that against NC State. She's got 20 here tonight as Matthews knocks down the triple there over the outstretched arm of Davidson.
That was 21 against NC State, and that's a ranked opponent in Charlotte. So maybe a little bit more impressive from a scoring standpoint, but her rebounding tonight has just been exceptional.
And much needed as well, right? I mean, it's been a point of emphasis for these USC guards and wings to be more active on the backboards.
They need it, especially without a player like Juju Watkins, who's do-it-all type of player. Jazzy's impact has been unmatched this year.
Once again, you're talking about just a freshman, folks, and just the amount of pressure that's been placed on her since walking into this building. And you heard Lindsey Gottlieb tell Arnia Satterfield-Brown at halftime, like, she's still acclimating, right? She's only going to get better, of course, only being a freshman, but she missed basically a month of practice heading into the season. So it's already going to be tough on you as a freshman, but you miss all that time. That only stacks the odds against you even more. But Davidson handling it all here with grace for USC. Here's Dunn curling in the lane. And we're going to have a foul away from the basketball. That's going to go against Rolla Shatete for USC.
Going back to Davidson as well, she's not only playing her own game, but maybe sometimes when a player is so dominant, you worry about the chemistry of the team and being able to kind of share that well. Her passing this year has been great. She can assist the basketball. She's able to share it with her teammates, and you can tell they're having fun on the court. It's not a team that's disjointed by any means.
They have a foul away from the ball. That's going to go against Rolla Shatete again. And that's going to be her third personal. And it's going to be free throws here for Tennessee Tech as USC now in the penalty.
Kind of a rough sequence for Rolla Shatete. Had the early foul in the first quarter and then 2 on back-to-back sequences.
So this sends Amelia Pfeiffer to the foul line. And Pfeiffer, 50% shooter on the season from the charity stripe. Unable to get the first one. It's been a rough night from the line tonight for Tennessee Tech. Now 6 of 15, Casey.
Yeah, you just can't let that happen on the road. I guess that's a part of the factor probably in the misses, but they've had a lot of free points for the taking. It would have been a single-digit game right now if they've been able to make their free throws.
And Jones going to get to the line for SC. London Jones, 10 points off the bench tonight, making her first trip to the charity stripe.
It's a good move by Jones. The turnaround is so quick, able to get down the lane. And She's so good at drawing fouls for USC.
It's a tough night for London Jones on Friday in South Bend. Went scoreless in 13 minutes. Knocks down the foul shot there. But if you know anything about London Jones, you know she's feisty, she's tough, she's resilient, and a huge bounce back here for her tonight.
And that's why her role is so important. I'm sure a lot of people wonder why she's not a starter for USC with how good she's been, but I think her role off the bench as a leader has been so special for USC to be a spark plug and, again, just be so crafty with her play.
Here's Matthews working against Davidson in the corner now. Maston. Pfeiffer there to set the screen. Ball poked away by Rolshetete with 13 left on the shot clock. 3:37 left game clock here in this third quarter. SC 3-2 on the year. Coming off that loss at South Bend on Friday. Heartbreaker against Notre Dame. Here's Grimes, and she's still looking for that first field goal tonight. Now 0 for 9. Leading scorer for this Tennessee Tech team on the season. Rough night for her. Rough night for so many Golden Eagles.
Tech only 2 of 14 from 3 as well. A team that typically shoots a lot better from beyond the arc.
And a turnover on the inbound. Chloe Larry in there again. She's played well here tonight. Larry's been quite the spark plug for this Tennessee Tech squad. Larry, corner 3, that's good. So Chloe Larry in double figures now with 12, her second 3 tonight.
And when you don't have Reagan Hurst, you have to find scoring from someone else. And Larry's really stepped up.
Davidson can't get the 3 there. Ball loose and count it. Kara Dunn there, the offensive rebound and put back.
How about USC playing to the whistle? There's a platoon substitution for USC coming up, but looked like a miscommunication on Tennessee Tech's end as they just looked at the basketball. Dunn able to pick it up, no problem.
So Dunn will return to the free throw line. It's 5 of 7 there on the season. Gets that one to go. And it should have only been 1 there. Yeah, it is. So Dunn comes out of the game. A little miscommunication there. Smith in to replace her. SC stays in that full court press. 58-30. Ties the largest lead of the game for USC. Matthews with the hop in her step into the front court. Pfeiffer with the position against Williams. Pfeiffer. Blocked there by Williams. What a shot blocking night tonight for Laura Williams. Transition 3, Jones gets it. Largest lead tonight for USC. In front of the Golden Eagles by 31.
How about the transition ability by USC? Just able to turn that defense into offense and keeping their eyes up the entire way.
Pfeiffer. Here's Larry. Awkward angle there. Rebound Smith. Samuels, transition 3. Off the mark. And Williams fighting in there for the offensive rebound. As we send it over to Nia.
Kara Dunn's transition to USC has been as smooth as the cranberry juice that she's craving this Thanksgiving. She told me that the coaches are delivering on their promises and that she's hungry for more. She's grateful for the communication being built with this team. And of course, the warm weather and beaches are not a bad perk as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Nia. Kara Dunn, senior out of Dallas, Georgia. Former ACC All-Performer at Georgia Tech is Cawthorn with her best offensive move tonight, able to get the bucket and the foul.
Finally, Cawthorn able to get something from the floor.
So Cawthorn, her first field goal tonight. She's now 1 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from the foul line. as she looks for the old school three-point play. And unable to get it there. Grimes had her hands on that one, but it's corralled there by Williams. Forestier into the game. And that ball poked away by Cawthorn.
Some of USC's reserves in here right now. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. Chance to play a lot of minutes as we're only in the third quarter.
Ball inbounded to Jones. Approaching the 1 minute mark here in this third quarter. Jones trying to split the D there, lost the handle. Here's Grimes with it. Numbers for Tennessee Tech. Ahead of the pack there is Matthews, who lays it up and in.
Again, it goes back to the spacing. USC has to space better on a play like that.
Samuels barking out instructions. They're trying to set up Smith there on the low block. Couldn't get it to her. Forestier, a three. That's good. Ryan Forestier off the bench. The sophomore out of Texas with the triple.
She wanted that on the last play. They didn't get it to her. Good to see Ryan get involved.
And we're going to have an offensive foul here. It's going to go against Grimes.
Chance for USC to slow down a little bit as well after a lot of back and forth these past couple of minutes with, again, only one shot clock left on the clock.
So about 3 seconds separate shot clock from game clock here. Samuels across the timeline. She's got Matthews in front of her. Looking at the clock, taking her time with it. Lindsey Gottlieb says, let's go. Smith with it, free throw line, dumps it underneath and deflected out of bounds. So 3 seconds left on the shot clock for SC.
It's a little too unselfish by Kennedy Smith. I thought she was going to go for the layup.
Looked like she had a lane there, certainly, Casey. Smith to inbound it. They lob it into Samuels. Samuels with two, with one, the runner too strong. And rebound taken by Newman. Here's Larry the Heat. 30-point lead for SC. Jazzy Davidson knocking one a career high here tonight. In the scoring category, she's already reached that mark as far as rebounding goes. Davidson is looking underneath, nobody home. Throws him into a sea of purple there. And at the 11th turnover for SC tonight.
Definitely an improvement from the 20-plus they had against Notre Dame, but still a lot against a team like this.
And you definitely want to keep that number low if you're USC. I think that's a range you can kind of live with, right? If you're Lindsey Gottlieb and coaching staff. That, as long as it doesn't balloon here in this fourth quarter. Back door, nice feed there from Cawthorn. Larry falling on her wallet. And Davidson another rebound. Mendez. They took a three from her earlier tonight. Finds Milton. Nice pocket pass. Count it. Kai Milton gets the bucket.
Kai Milton has the talent and the frame to be a great player for USC this season. We haven't seen a ton of minutes from her this year, but that's just kind of a preview of what we could see from her. Being able to receive the basketball, keep her eye on the bucket, get inside, and absorb the contact. How about those pink shoes as well?
Pretty fresh. Rebound Cawthorn. Milton unable to get the old school three-point play. And Milton there with the denial. Matthews goes behind her back. Cawthorn there. Here's Matthews with it. In the paint, looking for Cawthorn, goes right off the hands of the freshman. And it'll be USC basketball. Grimes enters the game. Matthews will have a seat.
Let's take a look at that block by Milton. The timing was so perfect, just being able to keep the hands up. And when you're 6'5", you can make it look easy.
Smith. Davidson flashing high. Forestier curling on the wing, poked away. Forestier chases it down. Mendez with it. Shot clock under 10. Davidson spins. Davidson off the window. No. Milton offensive rebound. And she'll get back to the line.
Again, she's such a slasher inside, being able to get inside with force, but still precision. Take another look at Jazzy trying to get something inside, and then Milton right there, 6'5", receiving the basketball and putting it up.
And Milton able to get the first foul shot. (68-34) our score. Larry. Cawthorn working against Milton. Cawthorn underneath. Milton, another shot block there. Cawthorn stays with it. 3 on the shot clock. Denied there, Mendez. But on that second effort, they call a foul. And the foul going to be charged against Milton.
I thought that might have been a clean block in real time, but hard to tell from our angle. Once again, though, a good effort from Milton to be on the block.
Grimes able to get the foul shot. So Grimes tonight now 4 points. All 4 have come from the foul line. It's been a tough shooting night for her. Forestier. Lobs it underneath. Nice pick and roll action there for USC. Is Milton the beneficiary?
I feel like Milton's kind of auditioning for more playing time right now. That hop step was lethal in the lane.
Here's Grimes. And Grimes unable to get that one there. Last time we were in this building, we saw Milton come in and have a good second half, rebounding the basketball and getting putbacks, much like she's doing here tonight as Kennedy Smith gets that bucket.
Oh my goodness.
And
again.
Milton, another block. USC now with 14 block shots tonight.
Milton, again, we talked about her kind of potentially auditioning for playing time, but that front court spot is very much open, in my opinion, with how this team has rotated this year. Her defense has been so valuable down the stretch.
I mean, it's kind of for the taking, right? I mean, it appears like it's up for grabs, and it looks like who wants it, you know? And there's been a heavy rotation there, and they've continued to have that rotation.
It's hard when you don't have a Rhea Marshall. Another block.
I mean, you lose 2 WNBA draft picks in Marshall and also Kiki Iriefin. That hurts you, but then also Clarice Akinwafo, who was big, right? Played big at 6'5", 6'6", in the paint as well. And you can do a lot of different things defensively, right? Guards would go down there. They think, you know, twice about trying to attack the bigs of USC a season ago. This year, it's a little bit different.
Akinwafo was the only player for USC that could guard London Betts. Lauren Betts, rather, excuse me.
She had the size to match up with her, right? And so, that, I mean, that was huge. That was a big coup, a big bonus for this team a season ago. And this year, you're not going to have that, obviously, but what can you get out of this front court? And the main thing has to be rebounding, right? And, you know, they've been out-rebounded this season has USC as a team. And have to do better on that end of things. Tonight, not the case. Plus 10 on the boards.
I mean, they're last in the Big Ten entering tonight in rebound margin.
Yeah, there have been some games that rebounding has certainly cost them. 6:14 left in this one. Here's London Jones, the awkward shot. Gets it to go. So Jazzy Davidson on the bench. We'll see if she returns or not. Get a timeout here with 6:02 left in the fourth. Team in the country looking to wipe that bitter taste out of their mouths from South Bend on Friday, Casey, and so far have done so.
Yeah, this is one way to do it. When you have UConn coming up on the schedule at home, it's only one way to be able to develop that flow, and that's getting wins at home. USC, after tonight, will be 3-0 at Galen, 3-1 in Los Angeles. Not a bad start.
And UConn has looked very much the part this season. They've been sort of the cream of the crop as far as women's college basketball goes to start this young season. As Amaya Red heads back to the free throw line for Tennessee Tech. It's the USC squad that has the #1 ranked strength of schedule.
Just remarkable. When you look at that schedule, it's juggernaut after juggernaut, and that doesn't even include Big Ten play, where you have to play UCLA, among others.
And you can appreciate Coach Gottlieb's candor, too, when talking about this prior to the season. Like, obviously, this team looks different, right? When you make the schedule, you're anticipating having a junior Juju Watkins, right, at your disposal. But Watkins sidelined with that injury as Iwuchukwu gets another bucket. She's in double figures here tonight now with 11 points on 5 of 6 from the field. But with no Watkins this season, this squad obviously looks different. Players have to assume different roles. And so a very, very much a huge undertaking for this squad. And look out, maybe could set a new program record here. We've seen some records here tonight. Jazzy Davidson with a career high in rebounding tonight. Knocking on the door of a career high scoring-wise, but I'd be surprised if we see her again in this game, Casey.
Yeah, no need to have her use her stamina, especially with a gauntlet coming up, like you mentioned, in the schedule.
And Larry missing there, and Laura Williams snatching the rebound. 76-38 the score. Here's London Jones initiating the offense. Roll Chatete going to check back in next time we have a stoppage. And a host of subs come to the scorer's table as well for USC. It's going to be another free throw situation for the women of Troy. We have a foul here against Cawthorn.
Take another look at the foul. Again, good job by Forestier. Getting down low, a name that you don't necessarily hear every night, but she's taking on some minutes tonight with USC, up by nearly 40 points.
First free throw attempts of the season for Forestier. And the first one comes off the back iron. Ryan Forestier made a triple earlier tonight. So she's now 3 of 4 from 3 on the season, as she will exit the game. Brooklyn Shamblin, local product out of Carpinteria, by way of Oaks Christian High School, checks in for the first time tonight. So you got Shamblin on the floor with Williams, Mendez, Rolichatete, and Jones for USC. Here's Matthews with it. Larry from the slot. That one is in and out. And rebound taken by Shamblin. It's Matthews, Cawthorn, Larry, Red, and Grimes on the floor for Tennessee Tech. Golden Eagles going to spend some time out west here for Thanksgiving as London Jones knocks down another triple. Her 4th tonight. She's perfect from beyond the arc. She's now got 20 points.
20 points in 22 minutes at that.
And you can kind of see just what it could look like for USC this roll for London Jones. This ball's loose, picked up here by Williams. I mean, if she can come off the bench, microwave style, right, and just get you buckets, that would be a huge coup for USC.
Especially because we don't know if London Jones, or rather if Davidson can necessarily play 25, 30 minutes, even 40 minutes every night just because she's a freshman and young and still developing. So taking the weight off the starter's shoulders.
And Matthews knocking down the triple. Forrestier going to check in next time we have a stoppage for USC. And Newman heads to the scorer's table for Tennessee Tech as well. Mendez turning down the Williams screen. Here's Williams, jumper won't go, and rebound taken by Red. Red pulls up from the free throw line, too strong, and Williams the rebound. Laura Williams, her third rebound tonight. Jones looking for Roll-Shatete. Nice feed over the top there. And Roll-Shatete is there, the 6'3" junior out of Lithuania. And there it is, the first field goal of the night for Reagan Grimes. It's been a tough night for the 5'10" senior. They've combined for 40 points on 16 of 25 from the field.
It's incredible what they've been able to do tonight. Obviously an opponent that they expect to do well against, but for them to be able to have this sort of efficiency, just been so fun to watch.
16 of 23, I beg your pardon. Pocket pass, Williams had to go down and get it, kicks it out Forrestier. She'll try a three, and that went in and out. Milton skying for the board, no. Second attempt, no, but she'll get to the free throw line.
We talked about her sort of wanting to carve out a bigger role for herself. Milton down low. How about that? She's now up to 6 rebounds on the night. Probably should have made the layup, but she gets to the line, chance for 2.
Kaya Milton at the line for 2. Misses the first one. Milton now 2 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Last time we were here against Portland, it was a 78-51 win for USC. And Milton, in 12 minutes off the bench, came up with 6 points and 12 rebounds. And tonight off the bench, 7 points and 6 boards. In 9 minutes of action.
And I think a bigger role for her is just brewing as we speak. With how many bigs they have, it's hard to spread the minutes around equally sometimes, but another look on the floor, on the foul on the floor. I think they're gonna.
They may take a look at this. So Thomas at the line for the Golden Eagles, missing on the first one. Ended up making the start tonight, her first start of the season, in place of the injured Reagan Hurst, who left their last game early with an ankle injury and unable to go here tonight. Thomas chases down her own miss in the corner. A lot of things to build off of if you're USC here tonight, Casey.
Absolutely, they were able to spread around the minutes and saw some greatness from Jazzy Davidson, showing why she was so highly touted. But how about London Jones as well off the bench? USC just, again, dominating on defense.
Forrestier the steal and run out. Ryan Forrestier with the bucket. Her highest scoring output of the season. Forrestier with 6. Able to come up with the steal against Angelica Gergensen there. Here is Gergensen out of the Netherlands. Coming in, getting some minutes here inside Galen Center, and that'll be that. So USC impressive, knocking off Tennessee